What's up, folks? I just got done doing the oil change in my Teryx. There are a lot of videos online you can check out to make sure you're doing it right. But for the front, you're going to need a 14 for the drain plug and a 27mm or a 1 1/16 socket or wrench for the fill cap. The back is a 17 or a 19, I believe, for the fill cap, and a 14 for the drain plug. The oil drain plug for the motor and stuff, the engine, is a 17. You take that out. Watch you don't lose your washers and stuff for your nuts and bolts for the drain plugs. Make sure that you get your proper oil filter and stuff in there. You don't have to hork this stuff down. I took off both plates just to have a look and see what was going on underneath my buggy, just to familiarize myself with it and stuff. Didn't have to do it, but I just wanted to do it just in case. But an oil change is pretty self-explanatory. It just takes time. You got to be careful not to over-torque stuff because you're dealing with aluminum nuts and stuff. And then you're also dealing with inserts for number 10 bolts. To take off the under shielding, the skid plates and stuff. One's plastic, one's metal. The metal one is guarding the primary from getting smashed and stuff if you hit a boulder. Plastic is kind of breakaway, just protecting some stuff from rocks and stuff getting up in there and smacking on stuff. But it's a good idea to have breakaway plastic and stuff like that. This way, if you take a big hit, you have some giveaway in the bottom, but your most important stuff is really protected and stuff, like your primary. Your drive shafts are pretty much protected and stuff, and so are your universal joints and stuff. But you'll be okay there. I also put skid plates on it in the front and back, which make it a little more difficult getting into the front differential to get the nut on and off, and there's limited room in there anyway, so I would recommend just getting a wrench of a 1 1/16 like I did instead of the socket, because you don't have much room in there to move the socket around. If you have a big long extension, that might work, but just a wrench is okay. You just want to crack it loose and then take it off with your hand, and the same thing putting it back in. You just want to spin it all the way in, make sure you're not cross-threading it, and get it in there as far as you possibly can. And then just snug it down a little bit, and then just test it and snug it just a little bit more. You're dealing with aluminum, so be careful with it. So yeah, cast aluminum at that. So be careful when you're putting your stuff back on, not to cross-thread it and not to hork it down too far on the oil filter and your drain plugs and your fill plugs. Just be very careful. Yeah. So I got that done. I had to do it actually in the rain because I was watching Thomas Christ. Yeah, Thomas, congratulations on your 100th episode. Awesome stuff, man. Sharing community music. It's awesome, man. I remember what it felt like to get 100 on all 3 of my shows, man. It was like boom, 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 boom. Finally got it done. So yeah, I know how you feel about supporting the community's musicians and stuff like that, and playing their music and stuff. Yeah, but I had to forego that because I did have sunshine when I was watching the show. So it's like for the past week it's been raining. Since I put the back differential stuff in last week, it's been raining ever since. So I got a little bit of a sunshine, and I decided to come out here and get it done. But then it started raining again. My luck. Right now I'm just going to wash it down, button it back up, take it for a little rip. Make sure that when you fill it back up, fill it up with about 3.5 quarts of oil, because it takes close to 4. But if you're registering on your stick at about halfway up your stick from the bottom of the fill line to the top of the fill line, if you're right in the center, you're good, man. Just leave it there. Check it in about a week, and then come back, and if you need some more oil in it, check it out. Don't overfill it. Only go to about 3.5 quarts, if that. Right on. And just be careful you're not horking your nuts down and stripping them out. I'm going to wash this up, clean out my yard, go for a ride, maybe get muddy again, and maybe go to the grocery store. That bees, they be greasy. Get most of the major mud off. Water in the back. I gotta take put it up on my porch. But yeah, man. Again, man, go over to Thomas's channel, Thomas Christ. Congratulate him on 100 episodes about U-Rock and sharing community music, man. Rock on. Hope you guys like watching what I had to do, even though it was a very terrible video. Right on. But it's just a day in the life of moi doing what I need to do. I got a lot of junk I got to clean up here. I might get a kid to come over and go around picking up some stuff while I'm doing other stuff, just to get the place ready for winter. And yeah, because of all the rain this year, I've had a lot of issues getting things done. So much I wanted to get done this summer, but between having no good days and a lot of rain, it just slowed me down a lot, man. And then doing what I have to do online for you guys and getting all that stuff done, running shows, yeah, it gets a little hectic sometimes. But yeah, I dig doing it. That's it, man. I hope you got something out of this video. I'm washed up and ready to go for a ride. I'm going to double check my oil before I leave to make sure it's not too low. And then, yeah. Love, peace, hippie grease. All that stuff. Go check out the Tuesday Community Hang number 102, man. The all metal edition. Right on. Get some props for our metalheads, man. Right on. Yeah. That's where I was doing all my stuff. Right there. I got stuff like this in the middle of the yard, my ramps, all that stuff. That's where my levelest spot was, man. I had to put the ramps up and make sure that they were where they needed to be to hold up the buggy and get my old fat cripple butt down underneath there to get stuff done. But yeah, oil change is done, depending on how many miles I put on it before winter time. I may do another quick oil change just to get some clean oil in it. That oil was really dark because that was a cold start oil for the winter time. But yeah, man, that's my 4th oil change in this thing. 2nd front and back gear lubes. Boom. So yeah, and we're only at 1,300 miles, 140 hours ish, right around there. Buggy's doing fine. I'm doing fine. Looks good. Just fresh out of the bathtub, man, so to speak. But yeah, man, love, peace, hippie grease. Knock out.